Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. When I was 17 years old, I watched a program about Japan, and I wasn't impressed because the images I saw were of Tokyo during the rush hour. We're talking about the conductors on the train platforms in their dark jackets, their caps, and their ever so lovely, pristine white gloves. And they were physically pushing the passengers on the trains. It's those images that really put me off visiting Japan. However, since that time, I have changed my mind. I've heard a lot of lovely stories about Japan, and now I am really motivated about visiting this country of endless discovery. And there are 4 things that I would like to experience. Number 1 is the food. I love food, and I'm looking forward to fine dining, Japanese style. Culinary delights would include sashimi, which are thin slices of raw meat, and wagyu, which is a kind of Japanese beef. Both dishes are usually served with vegetables. I would also have the opportunity to learn proper chopstick etiquette. I can use chopsticks, but I tend to do everything wrong. Let me show you. I tend to stab my food with the chopsticks, suck on the chopsticks uncontrollably, and use my fingers a lot, all of which are definite no-nos in Japan. Experience number 2 are the trains. Okay, so Tokyo in the rush hour, not really my thing. However, I would be up for riding the bullet trains. It's those trains that travel up to 320 kilometers per hour. I can imagine enjoying the high speeds, clean interiors, super fast Wi-Fi, and trains that run on time. I would say goodbye to soggy cheese sandwiches and tea that tastes like dishwater, and say hello to sushi and green tea. However, the ultimate train experience for me would be traveling on the Shikishima train, which is an ultra-luxury train where the insides look like a spaceship. However, ultra-luxury comes at ultra-luxury prices, and a return trip on the Shikishima would cost me $9,000 US. Experience number 3, bathe in an onsen. An onsen is a Japanese communal bath filled with natural spring water. Now, when entering the onsen, or before entering the onsen, you're supposed to shower yourself thoroughly, and you do that sitting down because it's proper etiquette. However, one important thing to remember about onsens: you're not allowed to wear a swimsuit or swimming trunks of any kind, so it's all natural. Now in the onsen, I would be tempted to jump, swim, dive, splash around, but I wouldn't be allowed to. It's impolite. The idea is you approach the bath, you lower yourself daintily into it, you stand there, you relax, and you while away the hours. Experience number 4, and by far my favorite, is to wear a kimono. A kimono is a traditional Japanese outfit worn by women. It consists of an inner garment, which is like a long shirt, and an outer garment. The kimono, plus the accessories such as the hat, bag, shoes, and belt, if they are made of the finest materials, can cost up to $20,000 US, which is why kimonos tend to be handed down the generations. And they are also used for women when they are attending special events such as weddings. Now, I do have a kimono style garment here to show you, So if you could just imagine first that I have the long inner garment, which is like a long shirt. Here is my kimono. I will just attach it here, like so. And what I have here is the belt, or in Japanese it's called the obi. And this just fits me just above the waist and underneath the breastbone, like so. And I just want you to notice a few things. The first thing you will see, it is a T-shaped garment. And look at the length of those sleeves. Nice and floaty. The second thing is this, with this particular kimono, for me, it's well above my ankle, so the length is right for me. And the third thing is, look at the colours in the fabric. We've got the background colour, which is a medium blue, which is in sharp contrast to the colours in the patterns, which are different shades of pink, green, and brown in there. Now, incidentally, if I was in Japan, I wouldn't actually buy a kimono. I would rent one for the day, and I would be dressed by a professional kimono dresser. So that sounds like fun. So to finish off, I have told you the 4 things that I would like to experience in Japan, namely, to experience its culinary delights, do some serious train travel, bathe in an onsen, and finally wear a kimono. Now I'm very excited about visiting Japan. I'm off to the travel agent now to book my holiday.